Good morning, everybody, and welcome into today's flight to Antwerpen in Belgium. We're here on the ramp at Schiphol International Airport in Amsterdam, and today we're going back in the Piper PA28R Romeo edition, the single-engine complex piston aircraft, and I'm quite excited again to be hopping back in. It's been a while actually since I've flown this plane, and I think that's the best way to keep it nice and irregular, shall we say, and that will make it a bit more special each time. But just getting back onto it now, getting back onto the ramp with it, it's looking just as good. So we're going to do a quick pre-flight inspection, a quick pre-flight walk around, just make sure all the control surfaces are working, make sure the aircraft looks in tip-top shape. I hope everyone's been enjoying the streams. It's been nice to have you all here. It's been nice to see that people are enjoying them, albeit not leaving the feedback, but that's fine. And of course the majority of viewers are watching this on replay mode anyway, so hello from the past to the future. Aircraft's looking pretty good. So everything's looking pretty good, functioning as normal as expected. We probably should hop inside and switch some lights on. Let's go ahead and hop in. Before we do that, let's open our small tablet. I missed this little Just Flight tablet, it's very useful. And let's go ahead and take some of those chocks and tie downs off. Today we can see it all manually. I'll open it manually for you all. I'm quite excited to do a nice early flight, just to avoid any obviously bad weather. I'm not saying it wouldn't happen in the morning, but feels less likely to happen anyway. So let's get the old control lock on the door off. Gotta remember how to open it. So there we go, and then you can simply grab sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Grab the handle and pull it open. So cool, we've got baggage compartment. Let's hop in the cockpit and get our pre-flight checks done. So if you recall, the Piper Arrow 3, the aircraft we're in now, does come with its own checklist, and we're going to be following that as we go through. So of course we're in the cockpit, we've got the gear lever is down, the parking brake is set. Might as well, actually, let's pop this window out if we can. I believe there's a way to, there we go, so let's pop it down there on the control column. We'll be flying, I think, pretty much solo today. I do have my chart, let's go ahead and open it, although to be fair, actually that's not too clear for you guys, is it? So I'm going to keep that on the pilot window. But yeah, AviTab is integrated, but as far as I'm aware, it gets a little bit slow compared to the regular version. And we need to get the chart open from here. Okay, going a bit slow. Let's do it ourselves. Let's pop it out. Unless, of course, it's just aviator tablet not working in general. Let's try it separately. How strange. It's not loading up our flight plan, which means we won't be able to get access to it. I wonder if that's a little bit of a bug. So let's go on to the AviTab down here, toggle it tablet. Same thing coming on down there. Anyway, give that a few minutes, just let you all settle in. I hope you're all having a good morning, good time. I hope you're all relaxing. Probably just have to get the flight plan back off of Simbury, which is no issues. It's a little bit of a pain. I had it pre-downloaded on the PDF file. Cruising level today, flight level 50, 1 hour 10, but of course 50 minutes block time. .4,000 feet cruise altitude. and we have a short. We have a departure actually, which is nice, from EHAM Airport to Echo Bravo Alpha Whiskey, which is our destination. Never flown into Antwerpen in a small plane, and I think Avitab's just come back online just as I got the flight plan back up for sim brief. Okay, brilliant. So it took a long time. I think it may just be the aircraft, because the aircraft just take up a lot of resources. It's pretty demanding actually on the PC, even though I've got a pretty good PC, it's still, you know, it still takes its resources. So where do we need? We need output FMS, and there we go, Antwerpen. Okay, cool, let's get refueled. So we have the iOS, which is a really handy little tool there. We're just going to use that for the sake of keeping it simple. So compared to obviously 737, this only needs a measly 80 kg of fuel, which is still quite a lot, and that should last us at the hour plus reserves. There you go, 80.5. I can't remember what our weight and balance is. 2 packs on board, that's nice. So we haven't really got any packs on board other than the pilot and maybe a friend. Trying that up to about 145 there. Baggage wise, carrying 50 kg, that seems a little bit excessive, but then again, I just remembered everybody, I am filed on a 172, meaning that because SimBrief doesn't recognise the Piper Arrow 3, so I guess we do have a bit of discretion on the packs. And I also remembered it's on the weight and balance down here, which is a bit of a pain. So we got 2 in the front, so 2 in the back as well. Make it a full trip. Yeah, it's a shame it doesn't have the PA28R on SimBrief. It'd make it a lot easier. Anyway, 50 kg of cargo, rounded up to 52. That should change and correspond with what we've got. Safe configuration, just for the sake of keeping it real. Fuel wise, it does in fact change it on there. Brilliant. Okay, wait for that to load up. We might as well get the engine and things started. I was going to follow the checklist, but it's taken. Let's follow it. Right, landing gear down. Parking brake set. Avionics are... Scan the instruments, so not everything is off. You see the alternator down there. For some reason in the on position. And also the COM 1 over here is switched on, so we need that to be switched off as well. Avionics off. Mixture idle cut off. Let's pop that out. It's a little bit easier to see. Magneto switch off. Okay, batteries coming on. We just did the fuel, but we know we can check it down here. Now it is in US gallons, but that translates as about 80 kg fuel, which is obviously English metric system, isn't it? Enunciation panel check, all illuminated. Kind of press that little switch there and it'll light them up for you. Battery off. Primary flight controls, let's just check. We have left and right, so quick one to the left, goes up and down. Same on the right side, and then we can just check the tail for the elevator. Wouldn't recommend doing too much movement in real life. You don't want to congest or stick the surfaces. Flaps, neutral positions. Trim is neutral now. Usually the trim is pretty hard to see actually for the pilot. You can see the little thing down there, but you can't see where it's actually at. Anyway, baggage door, what we're going to do now is going to go back to the main menu, and we're going to go back onto those aircraft options. Close the baggage door. Co-pilot door and pilot door can be closed manually. I like that the pop-out, you can do multiple things on the tab there where the pop-out is still in place. Anyway, let's close that door. Bit of a two-lock system again for the aircraft. You don't have to use them on the ground, but I recommend doing it latch before flight, of course. Baggage door closed. All the externals checked. We've checked removed the chocks, the tow bar, the tie downs. Inspection's been done. Oil has been checked. Whoa. Really made that checklist all over the place, didn't they? I don't think that's been designed to pop out. A little bit difficult to use it. Propellers, yeah, everything's clear. We can click it on there. Brakes set. Circuit breakers are all in. Now we do have functional circuit breakers on this aircraft, so you can in fact have them popped out. Alternator is off. Propeller is full forward. Avionics off. Fuel selector down on the lower left. Let's go to the right and tank first. Okay, throttle. 1/4 inch opening. Battery and alternators are on. Fuel pump on. Okay, it says rich, then idle cut off, probably to introduce fuel to the engine there. Clear prop. Okay, we engage the starter. This is going to be a process where we introduce the mixture very, very quickly. So, 1, 2, 3. You can see there, not had a successful start. Fuel switch is on. The fuel pump is on as well. Although if they could just switch it off by accident, let's just double check what's going on with the fuel. Okay, so the Honeycomb has been programmed correctly by myself there, so it will cut the fuel off, which is good. So we go for it one more time. There we go. Keep an eye on our T's and P's. Temperatures and pressures down here, so oil pressures rose pretty quickly. Oil temperature is going to be a little bit cooler until we warm up. Magnetos bow throttles, just going to make that slightly easier on the hands. Oil pressure is good. Throttle 14 to 1500. It's good to be back in a nice little piston plane after all those 737 flights and 747 flights. Right, next one is pre-taxi. What we need to do first is probably get a little bit of clearance. So there isn't a few items on that checklist. It's not entirely comprehensive. It will be missing stuff off of it, but we do need to get the avionics on. And in this aircraft, it's not easy to understand it, because if you've got, like me, some hardware, you can't just simply click on using the function there, although that's how you would do it. If you've got the... I gotta remember how I've got to do it now. Looking lovely outside though, nice and clear, nice VFR conditions. We are farther than an IFR just because we're flying out of an international airport. Yeah, so when it comes to this thing down here, you would press that one and you press another button over here somewhere. I've got to recall. And there's usually a way to program it onto your thing. Yeah, again, the navigation lights, not been told to put them on, but we are going to stick them on. It's cockpit lights. Navigation lights there. Not very visible, I'm not going to lie. The switch on the Honeycomb and yours should work. It may be just because it's a bit too bright outside. As you can see there, the two pilots and the navigation lights have finally come on. There we go. I'm distracted from this thing down here while I try to recall how to do it. Gives us all plenty of time to appreciate the aircraft a little bit more though. Okay, I have to do it on my Honeycomb. That's what the problem is. So make sure you got your buses switched on your Honeycomb Yoke. And then it'll come on, of course. Test your transponder and then stick it to standby. So squawk is 7,000. Let's get the ATC comms if there's any available.
Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Few clouds at 2,200. Temperature 12. Dew point 10. QNH 9 or 7 hectopascal. Operational report. Contact approach and arrival call sign only. Noise abatement NAT flow procedure shall be applied. Acknowledge information. Charlie.
Got information Charlie on board.
This is Schiphol information Charlie. Main landing runway 18 center. Main departing runway 24. Transition level 45. Wind 200 degrees. 6 knots. Visibility 0 kilometers or more. Few clouds.
It is an early flight indeed, and you know I want to do more of these flights, but obviously time doesn't permit always. Anyway, let's get our flight plan program done. I haven't downloaded it because it's pretty simple to understand from a PDF point of view. Go back on here, let's pray that Avi Tablet works. I suspect that this is actually more of a realism feature than being an actual delay. It's just as slow because that's how it would be in real life. Back to charts, so we do have to open it up. Unfortunately, again, it doesn't save that like the built-in Avi Tab on the 737. It's no matter, we love it. We all love it here. We all love a good delay and things in the simulation. Antwerpen. Okay, so we got the 18 left. We can correspond with that with the ATC information.
Transition level 45. Wind 200 degrees. 6 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Few clouds at 2,200. Temperature 12. Dew point 10. QNH 9 or 7 hectopascal. Operational report. Contact approach and arrival call sign only. Noise abatement NAT flow procedure shall be applied. Acknowledge information. Charlie.
Information Charlie, let's do the QNH 9 and 97.
Main landing runway 18 center. Main departing run. Transition level 45. Wind 200 degrees. 6 knots.
Cool, so anyway, the departure there, 18 left. Quadrant to Echo. It's actually coming up. It's a miracle. Cool, so there's the departure. It will take us to Woody. Woody's on the flight plan there, and then Woody for Alpha for the arrival. I'd say put the waypoint in first. So EBAW, Echo, Bravo, Alpha, Whiskey. There you go, Antwerpen. Procedures, so we're going to select the arrival pretty early. As you see there, the Woody 3 Alpha. But we aren't going to select the approach. And that's it, and cruising altitude, I don't want to forget what the cruising altitude is. I think it is going to be 4,000 like I said. That's what came up anyway, yeah, 4,000 feet. Target altitude 4,000 feet. If everybody wants to see more of these flights in the Piper, just bear it in mind. I probably won't do them because I want to keep this nice and rare. I want to keep this rare because it's such a nice aircraft. Obviously, if we overdo it, it's going to ruin it. So traffic's pretty big here. We got 18 left, which is where this aircraft's taking off. So we're taking off with the big boys today. We're going to be Piper Arrow 3 going to 18 left. It should be pretty interesting. Let's get up the airport charts for EHAM. A bit of a nightmare airport, I have to say. A little bit of a nightmare to be here. Ground movement charts. A little bit of an error there. Aerodrome. Another error. Okay, we may have no charts available. Looks like that's the case. Oh well. we may do explains chart. So G2, so Golf 2 to Echo 4. Actually no, it'd be Echo 5 and then cross up to Echo 6. Let's hope there's an ATC available. I'll contact them and I'll ask them if we need to get clearance from them. I'm assuming we will do.
Flight level 70, okay, then 186.
Usually in a smaller airport the process will be quicker. But obviously international airports can be a lot longer.
Flight level 130.
130,
Turkish 1529er, welcome to Schiphol, second left onto Alpha, taxi to Foxtrot 9er.
second left on Alpha, taxi to Foxtrot 9er, Turkish 1529er.
Where are we? We're parked in, what's that, Kilo 25? Just want to make sure we don't have to get clearance from the ATC I'm tuned in at the moment is for Schiphol Airport approach.
Schiphol, Delta 57, heavy, ready for taxi.
Okay, yeah, so get clearance for them. If he's calling for taxi, we'll be getting clearance.
57 via Alpha, taxi holding point Sierra 7, runway
Brilliant.
24.
Via Alpha, hold 07 at 24 for Delta 57 heavy.
Schiphol Airport, good morning. This is Papa Hotel Mike Juliet Bravo, parked at Kilo 25 with information Charlie, ready to copy IFR to Antwerpen.
Papa Hotel Mike Juliet Bravo, good morning. I need you on an odd flight level to Antwerp. Can you amend your flight plan?
Roger that. What flight level ideally are you looking for? Juliet Bravo.
Up to you. You want to fly IFR, so something like 110 will do.
Wilco, I'll get back to you very soon.
You want me to amend your flight plan?
Papa Juliet Bravo, that'd be great. Thanks.
Papa Juliet Bravo, I amended your flight plan. Stand by short for clearance.
Amazing. Wow, the
Iberia 2421, no further ATC, frequency change approved to advise free. Good morning.
that's incredible.
Good morning, Iberia 2421, bye-bye.
KLM 138 maintain current heading, descent level 45.
He's actually going to amend it for us and give it to us. That's kind of like ideal, really, isn't it?
Papa Juliet Bravo, you are clear to Antwerp. Quadrant 2 Golf departure out of runway 22. Initial climb level 60, score 2101.
Papa Juliet Bravo, ready to clear to Antwerpen via the Quadrant 2 Bravo departure, runway 22, flight level 060 and score 2101.
Papa Juliet Bravo, read back correct. Startup is approved. Information Charlie, QNH 997, report ready for taxi.
QNH 997, report ready for taxi, Papa Juliet Bravo.
Captain 5 request pushback startup.
Okay, lovely. We got the QNH, we got the 2101, score fly 22 for departure. Let's do that now.
7 pushback startup approved, Captain 5.
As you can see there, the runway is incorrect in our system. We need to change that. I'm not really sure how to do it on this thing. And also the departure he gave us was slightly different. The CUDA 2 Bravo, I believe it was. I hope he did say that. He said it was readback correct, so it must have been. Ours isn't giving it us, but it will be to Echo. It'll be the same departure we've been given. It's just that the information on the X-plane is out of date. Right, we do need to change the runway though. somehow. If anybody does have tips how to use this thing, it'd be great.
Scofield approach, this is Translator 6609 at stand Delta 54 with the information Charlie requesting IFR clearance to Innsbruck this morning.
Let's try it ourselves. Let's do RN22.
Transavia 6609, good morning. You are cleared Innsbruck. Arnhem 3 Sierra departure, runway 24, initial climb level 60, squawk 0152.
It's not working, but we got runway 22 anyway.
Cleared Innsbruck for Islands departure, runway 24, initial climb to 6000, squawk 0152 for Transavia 6609.
Transavia 6609, almost. Arnhem 3 Sierra departure and initial climb flight level 60, it's standard pressure.
Arnhem 3 Sierra departure, flight level 6000, standard pressure, Transavia 6609.
6609, it's flight level 60, not 6000, that's extremely high.
That's the same as
My
our.
apologies.
I was just gonna say this is the same as ours. We're going to 60 today. 060 that is.
6609, read that correct. Call me back when ready for pushing start.
Roger, 6609.
Let's just confirm the information hasn't changed. It shouldn't change from Charlie to Delta until about 10 o'clock. Thank you everyone for being here this morning as well. It's really nice to have just a relaxed time. As you can tell, we're proper pilots, GA pilots today. We're not rushing at all. I'm just going to assume we own the aircraft and we can burn as much fuel as we need to. Also, for some strange reason, the ATIS is gone off, so one more ATIS information. Let's keep it tuned in actually for now. So 132, what was it, 980 or something like that, wasn't it?
Turkish 1529, did I miss Foxtrot 9?
He's going to give us taxi instructions in a second. We've got a pre-plan because I've said where we may be going.
Information Charlie. Main landing runway 18 center. Main departing runway.
He's actually done us a really solid there. So he's actually given us the runway right next to us. So I thought he would. This is the GA runway and the GA place at the Schiphol airport. All these other runways are for international flights and domestic flights. This one down here is for GA. I forgot about that. So yeah, this is going to be a simple taxi. Golf and then whatever that taxiway is.
France 91 Victor Zulu, say again.
Just request to leave frequency, arrive at stand Charlie 11.
France 91 Victor Zulu, that is of course no problem. Thanks for flying, bye bye.
Thank you, bye bye, France 91 Victor Zulu. Turkish 109, is it here on my right?
The first on your right is Foxtrot 7, and the second, it's a 90-degree turn to the right, is Foxtrot 9er.
Alright, copy.
This Habitab not working is a little bit of a pain. We can't see departures, we can't see where we're going to be flying, but let's get taxi clearance anyway. Papa Hotel Mike Juliet Bravo in stand 2 Kilo 25 with information Charlie ready to taxi.
Papa Juliet Bravo, taxi, holding point Golf 2, runway 22, and advise if you need backtrack.
Taxi to Golf 2, runway 22, we don't need backtrack at the moment. Papa Juliet Bravo. I just made a huge mistake. I gave him that read back when I should have gave it him on the runway. My mistake. Let's get going.
Delta 57 identified. Proceed direct Berkey. Climb level 130.
Direct Berkey and flight level 13, or correction, 130 for Delta 57.
Is that Golf 2? Yeah, there's Golf 2 there.
136, turn left heading 250.
Left heading 250, Papa 136.
Okay, we got no rudder control again. Let's just get this rudder control sorted. It may be because we have a conflicting control thing, which is... Oh no, we don't have a conflicting control thing. That's just on that one. Cool, we've got the beacon lights. Let's get them on.
Approach Translator 6609 already for push and start, stand Delta 54.
I don't think we need pushback from that backtrack from that distance. We'll be fine.
QNH997, pushback and startup approved.
QNH997, information Charlie, pushback and start approved. Translator 6609.
I love it. I know it's taken half an hour, guys, to get taxiing, but well, it is what it is, isn't it? It's a Wednesday, nice glorious Wednesday morning here in Amsterdam. Hope you all had a lovely weekend as well. In the week in the city, enjoying all the sights and the sounds it has to offer.
Schiphol Transavia 5765, stand Charlie 16. We've got Charlie on board. Driver clearance to Lima Echo Golf Echo.
Transavia 5765, stand by short.
Taxiway Golf, and then we'll go Golf 2.
1386, turn left heading 200, clear ILS 18 center.
Left heading 200, clear ILS 18 center, KLM 186.
Delta 57, no further ATC, frequency change approved, enjoy your flight. Good morning.
Commander advisory, Delta 57 heavy, good morning, sir.
Transavia 5765, you are clear to Girona, Quadrant 3 Sierra departure, runway 24, initial climb level 60, score 2105.
Let's do our pre-takeoff run up.
Clear to Girona, the departure. Quadrant 3 Sierra, initial altitude, flight level 60, squawking 2105.
5765, feedback correct. Call me when ready.
Parking brake isn't working.
Getting 355, Alpha 2, taxi holding point Shadow 7, runway 24.
Why isn't that working?
Via Alpha 12, taxi to holding point Shadow 7, runway 25, frequency 5.
It's working before.
Bravo, runway 22, clear takeoff, wind 200, 6 knots.
Clear for takeoff, runway 22, Papa Juliet Bravo.
Kilo 1386, runway 18 center, clear to land, wind 200, 6 knots.
1 center, clear to land, KLM 186.
I just can't see the flight button on the here, but it'll pop up. Just because we got the wrong runway. Anyway, transponder test and on. Landing lights on. Fuel pump is on. He's going to pass this probably off to Honeycomb afterwards.
5765, we're ready to push onto Alpha 4 Echo.
Transavia 5765, information Charlie, QNH997, pushback and startup approved.
Pushback start approved, 5765.
A bit slow on the taxi, guys. Keep the RPM high as well to prevent the spark plugs from fouling. We lost all control of the throttles, that's why I'm not moving very fast. Must have had a disconnection there. I have no idea what's going on.
Approach Translator 6609, are ready for taxi runway 24.
For some reason our throttle's disconnected.
Transavia 6609, taxi holding point Shadow 7, runway 24.
Wonder why that's got disconnected.
Taxi
Sorry
holding
guys.
Point 07 for runway 24.
Seems like there's always going to be one problem, isn't there, on the game?
On
the flights.
Outbound Transavia, give way. You'll be number 2.
It's not working out at all great. We're a bit screwed because it's not reconnecting.
Okay, then 355 at Alpha 9, give way to the Transavia from the right.
At Alpha 9,
It's recognising input though.
from the right, frequency 5.
This is so strange. I mean, you get like good flights, and then like things like this will happen, which will balls it up. Let's disconnect again. Let's reconnect one more time. Just the throttles, I think, that aren't responding. For some reason, it's completely changed its layout now to the wrong thing. The technological stuff is just a nightmare. Yeah, so for some reason we're on that. We should be on the PA one. Let's get going. Airspeed is coming alive. Maintaining a fairly good centerline. Wind is pretty calm. As thought, it was not getting as fast as I hoped we would.
Transavia 6609 is Sierra 7, runway 24, line up away.
There's 50. Speed's really taking its time on this.
Sierra 7, line up runway 24.
60 and rotate. Positive rate of climb, gear coming up. I forgot the speeds and the V speeds in this. I think it's like 79, 80, isn't it? Flaps we never had deployed, so we'll be fine. Cool, and then straight onto the flight plan. All manual trim today. Oh, lovely. Let's get the lights in here because it's a tiny bit on the dark side, guys. I hope it's not too difficult to see it. I'm not going to use autopilot.
Cannon 1386, welcome to Schiphol. Taxi Delta 22 via Bravo, Quebec and Bravo.
Taxi to state Delta 22 via Bravo, Quebec and Bravo, Grantham.
Landing lights coming off.
Transavia 6609 out runway 24, clear takeoff, wind 2308 knots.
Up to 6,000 feet.
Takeoff, Transavia 6609.
Grantham 355 behind the departing Transavia 737 MAX, line up away to runway 24 behind.
Behind the Transavia, line up runway 24 behind, frequency 5.
Real beautiful city, Amsterdam is.
Stop climb 2,000 feet to separation.
Still climb 2,000 feet. Papa Juliet Bravo. 2,000 feet there for separation. We've got aircraft in the vicinity. But yeah, Amsterdam's always beautiful to fly over to, and in the morning it always looks stunning with a glorious sunrise and sunset. Don't want to brag about it, but it just really is an amazing city. Especially in a GA plane. To just see the canals and things of Amsterdam. Look at that.
5765 via Alpha 4 and Bravo, taxi holding point Sierra 7, runway 24.
Okay, let's level off 2,000 for the time being.
Bravo, holding point Sierra 7, runway 24, 5765.
Transavia 6609, report passing altitude.
Passing 3000 for Transavia 6609 up.
Of course.
6609, Roger, identified, climb level 130.
Edit select doesn't work. It's stopped working on the Honeycomb for some reason. We're gonna use. I am gonna use autopilot for a little bit.
355, runway 24, clear takeoff, wind 2308.
Select it on navigation.
Clear for takeoff, runway 24, frequency 55.
There we go. So it should follow, hopefully, the course. Doesn't seem to be following the course, that's fine, let's just do it ourselves. Unless it's heading we need to select. Yeah, heading, so just be aware that, make sure the GPS is on the 580, 480 over there. It's a 530, isn't it? GNS 530. Planes all over the place, we've got to just do this manually, I think. Yeah, glorious, glorious, glorious. These are just great screenshots here for thumbnails and things. If you want to, if you want to make some, you won't have any trouble getting them on this. So let's just reduce that down. Still a little bit. Yeah, that really looks super stunning with those little swamp things.
Tanzania 6609 and no further ATC frequency change approved. Good morning.
Frequency change approved. Good morning, thank you very much. Good on.
It's like God's on our side, shining for the clouds.
765, runway 24, line up and wait.
Runway 24, line up and wait, Transavia 5765.
We did lose altitude there because we're having some slight control issues here on the Honeycomb.
Passing 2500.
Getting 355 identified, climb level 130.
Climb 130, frequency 5.
Papa Juliet Bravo, climb level 110.
110, Papa Juliet Bravo. Cool, back up to 11,000 or up to 11,000 feet. We haven't followed the line of the plan to a T, but we are sort of small of us, so an ATC seems a little bit more forgiving today. Aircraft's pitching down a lot. I wonder if it's been trimmed. Yeah, let's get the trim up a little bit. Yeah, we don't fly planes, guys. You do forget what's, especially when it's on a simulator and it's different functionality to the real one.
355, leaving my airspace, frequency approved, enjoy your flight. Good morning.
To the unit combat 376, goedemorgen.
He's gonna look at his radar, see our flight plan, think we're all crazy or something.
8 knots.
If we take off runway 24, Transavia 5765.
We are within 2 nautical miles of it anyway. $11,000 feet. Let's hope we can breathe up there. I'm pretty sure we will be able to. Do we need strobes on? I don't think we really do need strobes on. I guess we should have because we're in international airport and we're IFR.
Climb level 130, proceed direct Woody.
Might as well state them on.
Climb flight level 130 and clear direct.
Didn't do the ground check either, so there's a few things I've missed out, which I'll try and incorporate next time. Oh well.
Transavia 5765, no further ATC, frequency change approved. Good morning.
Frequency change approved. Good morning. Thanks to the ATC. 5765 out.
Pitching for about 90 knots now, climb speed.
Amsterdam approach, hello, Lufthansa 346.
Lufthansa 346, good morning. Set squawk 2761.
2761, box Lufthansa 346.
Switch to standard pressure. I forgot to do it in this aircraft. I think we have to do it manually, so you have to turn it to 1013.
Papa Juliet Bravo leaving my airspace, frequency change approved to advisory. Good morning.
Switching into advisory, Papa Juliet Bravo, thanks for the ATC. Okay, let's switch over to the ATC 122.8. Very kind ATC here in Amsterdam, but then again, it always is in the European sort of sectors. 1013. And we can sort of just keep climbing now. 11,000 feet is a little bit high, but it's still within our remit of survival. We aren't going to go hypoxic at 11,000 most likely. I mean, it probably would cause a little bit of hypoxia, but not enough to cause, you know. Maybe I'm misunderstanding it. So let's just get the oxygen on anyway. I don't want to take any chances. I'm definitely going to use that screenshot that I had before of the plane. Something like that. That's a nice screenshot, isn't it? I made that the thumbnail. Anyway, let's switch to hopefully the autopilot. I think it'll work if we switch it on there and then there. That should follow the flight plan. And then we just have to adjust the altitude ourselves, I think. I don't really know how to avoid that. Okay. Let's keep it off till I get to 11,000. It makes things a little bit less complicated. Also, we can maintain a little bit of a higher speed at this sort of angle of attack. Anyway, fuel pump should have come off before. We're going to be soaring above the clouds, everyone, in a Piper Arrow 3. I absolutely love it. Look at that beautiful wing. Look at those rivets. Look at those, just everything, that little avgas sign. It's just so amazing. Blown away by the quality of Just Flight's aircraft here. As I turn to the west, so Antwerpen turn. Let's check our progress on the flight plan. So we're already nearly at the arrival. And we're probably going to have discretion on what kind of approach we do because there's no ATC. They're climbing about 300 or 400 feet a minute. We crossed from the Netherlands into a brand new country, into Belgium. I hope you've all got your EU passports, your visas if you need them. And also guys, remember there'll be another stream later on today. I actually forgot about that one, but as usual it'll be the half-1 flight, and we're doing that in the 737 new level up aircraft, or new to this channel at least. Let's go ahead and use some of our navigation equipment. The aircraft's perfectly equipped for an IFR flight as well, so we can use this to give you distance and things to the next waypoints. We could use the NDB if we needed, the ADF frequencies. That's 600 feet now to 11,000 feet. We've already got oxygen pumping through our systems through supplemental mask. It's bizarre to think that local airport was 9,300 feet and people struggle at that altitude, so imagine what it's like at this sort of height. Okay, now we're losing some altitude. We're not climbing as much as we should be, so the aircraft may just be struggling to maintain height at this point. It is fully loaded, remember, we've got 50 kg of baggage on board, we've got quite a lot of fuel. We're pushing so high now that we're almost in the storm clouds up there. Let's just pitch up a little bit more and we'll get that 90 knots until we get to 11,000 feet. There it is everyone, we made it, 110, flight level 110, we're going to level off. I am going to engage the autopilot, just give my arms a little bit of a rest. And that should follow the navigation now on the system. I did used to have the functionality here of the heading, it would turn without making that horrible noise. Obviously now it's not working, we have to choose heading inside of the cockpit and that'll put it on navigation mode for you, provided that the dial down here is selected to the correct one. So you got nav, omni, heading and various lock reversers there. I think without the lights it is a little bit too dark in the cockpit, the panel, the instruments in the panels especially. I do like to have them on anyway, you don't have to have them full like I do, we could just turn them up like that and just give those lights a little bit of background to them. filthy underneath. Oh, the sheen is very good, it's very good. Okay guys, I'm going to take the sort of obligatory rest now and get myself a little bit of a drink. God, I love this plane, I really do. Such a good buy as well. So there's the Quadrant. I believe that's our departure, is it? Blimey, we've only just got to Quadrant and then we got 17 nautical miles to Woody. So that's a long, long way there for the departure from Schiphol Airport. We're not quite into Belgium airspace just yet. I think we're still pushing on the Netherlands, and then here we should be transitioning around the Brussels area. Antwerpen, I can't quite remember where it was on the map. EBAW or something. EBAW. There it is. Oh, there it is. So let's tune nav 2. Let's use the actual instruments we're going to be using, and apparently the runway we've got scheduled for arrival is runway 29er. Cool. We got an ILS. Imagine if we did an ILS. Oh, they have, so we're going to tune that. We might as well. Yeah, so there's the waypoint. Everybody can see it. We've got a nice little flight there. I'll let you all get a drink. I'm going to get a drink myself. The aircraft should be alright to fly itself. I'll see you in a couple of minutes.
Antwerp information Kilo. 0850 expect vectoring for ILS approach runway 29. For arrivals and departures runway surface condition at 0902 clear and dry. Transition level 60. Wind 220 degrees 6 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more clouds. Scattered at 800 feet. Temperature 13. 2.11 QNH 999 confirm information Kilo. On first contact. Antwerp information Kilo. 0850 expect vectoring for ILS runway 29. For arrivals and departures runway surface condition at 0902 clear and dry. Transition level 60. Wind 220 degrees 6 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more clouds. Scattered at 800 feet. Temperature 13. 2.11 QNH 999 confirm information Kilo. On first contact. Antwerp information Kilo. 0850 expect vectoring for ILS approach runway 29. For arrivals and departures runway surface condition at 0902 clear and dry. Transition level 60. Wind 220 degrees 6 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more clouds. Scattered at 800 feet. Temperature 13. 2.11 QNH 999 confirm information Kilo. On first contact. Antwerp information.
Antwerp information Kilo is on board, everybody. We got the QNH 999 local time in United Kingdom is 10 o'clock, which will probably be 11 o'clock in Antwerp. And so as you can see down here, this is a little bit off. Not really sure how we can change that to real world time, but it's don't worry everybody, it is 1 hour inaccurate, so nothing to worry about. So we do have ATIS information, there's ATC available, and as we scheduled this runway 29, it looks like it might be an ILS. Running an IFR flight today. It's actually 100 miles, and I estimated for 2 hours, but the actual flight time it said on SimBrief was about 50 minutes, so I guess I just took too long on the ground, and then if I hadn't taken that long, we would have been there quicker. Anyway, going back to the flight plan, so we have 2 miles to Woody, which is the arrival. And we have a strange thing, but there's the runway, there's the airport just off to the left hand side. We should be able to see it, which means we're in Belgium airspace right now. It looks really different. It looks really different down there. Look at that layout on the streets, the Belgians, another airport. They really laid them out pretty well, actually. The city planners, I like this. I like the design on this. I like the way they have a lot of space in between each sort of neighbourhood, it seems. Or maybe not. What are those red buildings? Okay, they look like something out of... I'm not going to go there. Right, ATC. We do have ATC, but we only have tower available. There's no approach, there's no ground controls. The tower will probably be handling everything. Literally just off to our left side, so we're actually going to be arriving imminently. We probably do need to descend. I want to contact the tower, but we probably have to wait. So runway 29. Let's get procedures. Let's do an approach. ILS runway 29. Ideal for us. We'll do CI 29 there. Load that up. Don't activate it because it will go straight to the approach otherwise. I don't think the flight plan is... It seems to be a bit confused because it's taking us straight and then... Well, we should probably be turning to the left. So from Woody to... over there. Let's just go straight to it. Let's just activate the approach. There we go. So that's going to take us right down to the final. Let's get tower. We're tuned into tower 135.205. 135.205, and we'll contact them when we're down there. QNH is 999. Let's go ahead. Disengage the autopilot and start to prepare for landing. I was going to follow the checklist, so apologies if you wanted to see it, but it's just been easier to do it without it. It's been a bit easier to not use it, actually. I'll do the shutdown one, how about that? Cool, so you'll notice I went at full speed the entire way there. I didn't really reduce the propeller, which is, I think, I gotta apologise once again for flying in the aircraft, and I'm not doing it for so long that I can't remember, and I'm forgetting things. Maybe I'm a bit nervous. But we should reduce that down for cruise. Throttle can stay where it is. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to bring it back, probably bring them both back. Quite a lot, as you can see there, maybe about 1800 RPM as we descend down now to flight level 200 at 020. By the way, this is our call sign. You probably realise by now, Papa Hotel Mike Juliet Bravo. We are in a Netherlands livery, so the Papa Hotel is a Netherlands call sign. That's why I chose the flight. Remember guys, keep the manifold pressure above 1500. If you're concerned it's going to be too low, just stick the fuel pumps on. By the way, we didn't put the anti-ice on, we've only got piezo heat. We should have an outside air temperature gauge in here somewhere. Again, I can't really remember, we didn't really lean PKGT either, which we should have done. Should have done that. Anyway, nice descent here, 110, that's actually ideal for a descent rate. That's kind of what we're looking for. Oh, there it is, there's the outside, so it is minus now. We probably do need the piezos on. The perfect descent this is, isn't it? No autopilot. See how much easier it is to control that yaw and that rudder without the full power. That's why it's so stable. The Netherlands, the Dutch and the Belgium really have some quite unique names, like Vandenberg, De Schepper. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but they're really cool little names they are. Just imagine being born with that name. Blimey. Yeah, Vandenberg. That's very cool. I'd like to have that surname one day in another life. Just respawn on planet Earth with the Vandenberg after name. Become a Dutchman in the next one. I think we should probably just give contact the tower. I mean, it did say transition was 6,000 feet. I feel like we need to contact them at least to let them know we're in the area. I'm assuming they can see us on radar though. 6 miles till final. Centre fix anyway. Let's go ahead and reduce the throttle right down. Reduce that propeller right down there to about 1600. Same with the manifold pressure. Let's just lean it a little bit, but we can't see the EGT peaking. Oh, there we go, it's peaking a little bit. It is peaking, that's good. And as you can see, the red line there is the peak EG flow, etc. We've got alternate air as well. Let's get our fuel pump on. So you can see, just keep leaning it until it starts to drop again, and that'll be your peak EGT. You probably do need to move the red thing to just let us know where it is.
Clouds. Scattered at 800 feet. Temperature 13, 2.11 QNH 999. Confirm information kilo. On first contact. Antwerp information. Low. 0850 expect vectoring for ILS approach runway 29. For arrivals and departures runway surface condition at 0902 clear and dry. Transition level 60. Wind 220 degrees 6 knots. 0 kilometers or more clouds. Scattered at 800 feet. Temperature 13, 2.11 QNH 99. And confirm information kilo.
We're not going to make this turn, so we're going to have to do a 360. We are on an IFR flight, so we can't really do discretionary I'd consider this to be a VFR thing more than anything. We're so high up, we need to be down at 2,000 feet for the centre fix. So what we're going to do is go to centre fix 29. So we'll go there, and it'll just give us a little bit longer there to get down to the altitude we need. So let's pitch down. We're going to do something a little bit more serious now. We're going to idle the, not idle, but withdraw that power as much as possible without idling the engine. Bring the propeller right down, and we're going to pitch down now quite steeply, so as you can see there. Maintain about 120 on the descent. Landing lights coming on. Thank you for all the support, the commentary, the feedbacks, the ratings. It means a lot. Let's see what happens if we reduce that propeller to idle. I'm assuming it can't be feathered like the Beechcraft Baron because it's not variable pitch, it's constant pitch. Okay, so we've idled the propeller. It's not cut out. Keep the manifold pressure high though so it doesn't power off. So I guess this is as close to feathering the prop as you'll get. Just allows that steeper descent rate. It's a small airport, this actually, Antwerpen. Guess it is suitable for GIA planes after all. Okay, propeller back up. Mixture's full rich. Landing lights on, fuel pumps on. So, enough fuel in the tanks. Still running very high actually, let's bring it back to about 2600. Antwerpen traffic, Papa Hotel Mike, Juliet Bravo, information Kilo on board is on the Woody 4 Alpha arrival to Antwerpen Airport.
Papa Hotel Mike, Juliet Bravo, Antwerpen Tower, hello, report when fully established on the approach for runway 29.
Report fully established when on the approach for runway 29 at Papa Juliet Bravo. Brilliant. It's going pretty smoothly. Now we just got to establish ourselves on the final. We could probably level off now at about 2,000 feet. Let's go and add some more power. Cool, the exciting part begins, everyone. Bit of an emergency down there. Someone on the way to crime scene potentially. So we are coming in on the ILS, that means we should be able to use it. This is the ILS down here, the 29er there. Already pre-selected to the runway heading, so we do need to turn and follow that now. And we should see it coming live and it should line up with our heading in a moment. When we're on track for it. I'll try and fix that sound as well. It was usually pretty smooth, there's no clunkiness to it, but obviously over time it's malfunctioned. This is not going to be as easy as a 737, well, it'll be easier because it's a lighter plane, but we have to follow the horizontal and vertical bars there for the ILS, so for one for the, obviously for the hike and glide slope, and then the other one for the alignment to the runway heading. And since Avitab's not working, we can't really check what that is. There we go, so we're actually perfectly aligned on the ILS. You can see that we've got it pretty much centered where we need it to be. And we can see the runway straight ahead, so we're going to start to slow down. I'm going to start to introduce some flaps. Let's get one notch of flaps in there. So there's the runway. As long as we maintain this descent rate, we'll be alright. There's the outer marker. Papa Hotel, Mike Juliet Bravo, established runway 29 ILS, Antwerp.
Papa Juliet Bravo, winds 220 degrees 6 knots, runway 29, clear to land.
Clear to land runway 29 at Papa Juliet Bravo. There's our clearance. Let's just follow the ILS down and hopefully butter the landing. Got one notch of flaps in there. We need to slow down a little bit more. Let's get another notch of flaps. So there's the gear warning. Forgot this is a single engine complex, so of course there's gears to worry about. Props are fully forward. Fuel is correct. Set the gear down. Now you can measure the distance from the runway using this thing over here. As you say, about 2 nautical miles, 2.5. And flaps to 30 degrees. See, we've got about 72 there, 75 knots roughly. Two red, two white. Everything's alright. Yeah, it's looking very good indeed. I love the little it feels low obviously in a pipe because we're in a smaller airplane, but it's the same height as the 737 would be coming in. Yeah, it's absolute butter on the approach. Let's try and butter the landing. Reduce our power back just a little bit more. Got to remember in this one that the flare requires a softer touch on the controls, otherwise you're going to slam down. Maintain there, touchdown point, controls back. Oh, nice. A little bit of a screech at the end there, but that's normal. Very cool. Flaps retracted. All the navigation equipment could probably come off. Transponder can stay on.
Papa Juliet Bravo, welcome in Antwerp. Vacate left, taxi stand of choice.
Oh, fantastic. I think he said taxi left. Taxi left to stand of choice, Papa Juliet Bravo. Brilliant. Oh wow, that was a really, really pleasant landing. I think that was a lot more relaxing than I was expecting it to be. Should take Alpha 1 and then we can just sort of park where we want. There's a nice little space there, maybe we can take that. A lot of international planes here, of course. Let's put our standard, we keep it on mode, but we won't put it on standby yet, so we can see where we're going. Flaps up, so fuel pump's coming off. Very hard to keep the RPM high. Sometimes otherwise you end up over speeding it. It's got to be above at least 1200, I'd say, to keep it from ticking over, from braking. Okay, cool. So clear the runway. We're going to turn our strobes off, and we're going to put that. Well, I don't know. I'll just leave it on so the ATC can see it. And this is that space down here, I believe. Nice little GA parking down Alpha 1. Yeah, another international, or probably for domestic flights, I think. You got the nice, obviously 737s there. There's only one in the parking space and then an A320 off to the left. General aviation is over there. We're going to take the special space, the one on its own. This little single space here, just sort of secluded. Then again, GAT. Transponder to standby mode. Parking brake set. Let's follow the checklist. Flaps are retracted, fuel pump is off, avionics coming off. That means we could probably switch the nav switches off at this point. Landing lights, taxi lights off, navigation lights. Electrical switches, propeller fully forward. Throttle closed. Mixture idle cut off. Obviously we cut the fuel off at the same time there. Magnetos off, alternator. So I'd turn the back beacon off as well if I was you. Alternators and batteries. Whoa. That's been a very warm little flight. The plane's got a little bit stuffy inside. Whoa, get some fresh air. I'm really excited to be flying back in this again. It's just such a simple thing, but it's so amazing. I'm assuming that's locked. Nope. Some really good screenshots as well from the sort of first half of it. There we go. Secure the plane. I really appreciate everyone being here. I'll see you at 1:30 for the usual flight. We might as well watch the replay. It's just becoming a bit of a regular thing, isn't it? Just to watch the replay. So I'll see you at 1:30 for the 737 flight. I'll see you very soon. Otherwise, stick around and take care.